Moto 2, and we have ourselves a potential Spinderella story. Whitney Post ditches the Moto 1 dark kit and shows up to the starting line in this fresh, new Dayglow Yellow Waddy Ink kit to inspire her ride. A $50 Pedal Mafia Whole Shot Award on the line, and once again, it's the 14-year-old phenom Kylie DeJager flashing to the front and going back-to-back on the whole shots. She has got the starts figured out at Critcross. Kylie continues to hold on to her lead once again all the way through the dirt section here in Moto number 2. But we've been here before, and just like Moto 1, it's an all-out assault on the back straight. Goodness, these women are fierce. Early on in Moto 2, it was the seasoned veterans of Charlene Yarnell and Ruth Clements staying well within striking distance of the leader. Ruth Clements, the multi-time national and world champion, a Leadville 100 win, and many more titles were having inspired rides in Moto 2. Here is Maria Benson in the white and purple jersey and Moto 1 winner. Sarah Didier, who finished second in Moto 1, and Spinderella herself, Whitney Post, just smashing the pedals, hoping to crack each other or force the other rider into a mistake. Whitney Post looking to wreak havoc in Moto 2. She proved in Moto 1 she was the racer to beat, having a big lead towards the end, but suffering that flat tire. Man, it looked like she was going to be the eventual race winner of Moto 1 too. The way these riders are putting in these massive hard efforts, keeping the race fans in attendance on their feet.
All right, well, we got 4 ladies at the front of the race, first and second from last race, fourth, and then maybe also third. So we got 2 races in 1 going on here for the overall, and then the glory of crossing the line first. They've been sitting up a little bit. We got 4 minutes and then 1 lap. So I think it's gonna be someone's gonna go, and then whoever goes after that is gonna win. Let's go, babe! Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it! Ooh, she's hurting off the back right here. All right, so we've got probably 3 more laps to go. They're looking like they're about 90 seconds to 2 minutes each. So they're still sitting up. One of them is definitely hurting off the back. I'm not sure who she is, but first and second from the first race are still there. I keep rotating as the race rotates. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping Whitney goes solo Cajolo with 1 lap to go, because that's how the Lux kid got me in the race. Was he attacked on this section and then he just let it from the front, because it's hard to pass. You can pass on this straight, you can pass on the back straight, and it's hard to pass anywhere else. So if you can be on the front and you've got the engine for them not to pass you, you can stay away, or they just can't come around you. So this is gonna get very interesting.
In the dirt section, this has changed almost every lap too. Every lap, the lines are changing and the riders are really having to stay focused to keep attention on maximum traction and not making a mistake. And the dirt section has actually even spilled out onto the tarmac, adding yet another challenging element to the race surface here at Critcross. One mistake, one bobble or wobble could spell disaster. The women were in full focus and paying attention to every changing detail, including the wind that had picked up significantly over the morning Moto 1 session. Somehow, some way, Ruth Clements refuses to be put out of contention. Look at Ruth. I'm telling you, the Ruth was on fire in Moto 2 and was looking to torch this party. Maria Benson is really starting to get her swag back from her last road race win. That win was at the Kermesse in 2015 in East Hartford, Connecticut. And just like that, Moto 1 winner and overall race winner favorite Maria Benson makes a bobble on the front side of the course chicane and goes down. My goodness, that just happened. This changes everything. Sarah Didier can finish second or first, and the Swiss Army knife is going to come away with the overall win. So Didier is in a prime position here. She just has to hold on to at least second place. But here's how it gets crazy. Remember Ruth and her fiery torch? Well, Ruth is coming in hot and takes second place away from Didier in the final lap and burns down the race win celebration hopes of Sarah Didier.
My blood pressure is like really high right now. We had the tape went crazy, and then Whitney and Maria were out the front, and then Maria crashed, and then she had a gap, and then she held it, and then the chick who came second in the previous race, I think came third, which gives her 4 points, which then gives Whitney 5 points. So I think Whitney came second overall. I don't know. I need answers.
You were ready to get it in.
I like talking, if you couldn't tell.
I think somebody took the
Oh, that's funny.
All right, let's bring it in. Come on, bring it in. Great job.
It stung.
Okay, we have some new calculus. Apparently, so Whitney came first this race, fourth last race, which gives her 5 points. The chick who got second last race came third this race, which also gives her 5 points. But according to Mr. Bierman, it is from the second race is the winner.
Yes, it's going to be Whitney Post.
Yeah!
Whitney, what a recovery for you today after you got the flat tire in the first race earlier this morning. How did you have to mentally recover from that?
I mean, you gotta have your equipment on the spot to win. So, like, you just brush it off and move on to the next one. You can't do anything about it if it's happened. So,
Did you come into the next moto with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder? You know you had to make up some ground.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, all right, I gotta win this one, but I can also play it smart because, you know, it didn't behoove me at all to, you know, have the groups completely split up and have the person who came in first last time come in second. So I actually wanted it to come back together so that there was a fourth place spot to be had because that was the only chance for me to win.
We saw Maria Benson, who was leading the way for a while. We'll check on that, and that's kind of you to ask, but as someone who experienced, you know, some difficulties in the first one, did you have a little sympathy when you saw that?
That's I never want anybody to crash. Like, you want to beat somebody fair and square, not because they crash out. So, like, that's the only disappointing part about the second race.
So what do you make of today's event?
This is awesome, man. Everybody, you gotta come out. This is great. I mean, granted, I do track days on my motorcycle too, so I saw this and I was like, oh yes, this is totally my jam.
How did you find out about the race?
Bierman. Yeah, so.
Did a lot of recruiting.
Yeah, well, what? One of the first weeks that we lived here, actually, we moved here from the Bay. My boyfriend, Sweet, actually met Bierman somewhere on a ride, and he invited him on his little weekend crazy ride and said, oh, yeah, you can bring your road bike, it'll be totally fine. It was, 60 miles of single track and craziness all through Crystal Cove. He had to replace the headset in that tarmac after that ride. So we've known Bierman since we moved here.
This was a unique race. What did you like most about this?
You're never going to have the perfect bike, and it actually takes handling skills and fitness, and there are a lot of tactics to be played, which is great. You know, four-corner crit, you have a limited amount of tactics that you can play, but here we got crosswinds, you've got corners, you've got cornering speed, you've got slippery pavement, you've got slippery dirt, banked corners. There's so many factors that, you know, you can use a variety of things to your advantage, and it's fun to play tactics and play bikes.
And what were you able to take advantage of to win this heat?
I mean, we had a little bit of a crosswind coming at the end, and, you know, it didn't behoove me to completely split the group up. So I get to sit around a little bit and be like, all right, y'all duke it out. Like, you're going to win the Omnium if the four of us finish. Like, so I got to kind of, you know, sit in a little bit and let people attack and then counterattack, which was great.
Great redemption for you, Whitney.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
How did this one go for you?
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a better start, much better start. So I was with them in the beginning, which gave me a lot of rest to get in. And then I didn't do much work because I knew they had a lot more, short bursts, and I can't really match that.
So you played to your strengths.
I played my strengths.
What did you take away from the first moto and apply in this one?
I had to get a better start because I basically worked the whole race, the first one, trying to catch up to them.
Paid off.
Paid off. Yeah.
What did you enjoy about today's event?
Oh, it's so much fun. Like really fun, festive, like very grassroots, and I like that.
And get people out here with all different backgrounds and levels of experience.
Meeting new friends. Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you, Eric.
You are the Swiss Army knife. Let's throw it down to Jamie and the Swiss Army knife. Let's do it.
So tell me, what was your takeaway from this race?
I got to work on my strategies. I am not used to race with a strategy, and obviously there were a lot going on, but it was so fun. It was even like for me racing it, watching it fold out or like deploy was amazing. It was so cool. Like watching all these girls, I'm like, what's gonna be the next move?
Are you keeping an eye on the other riders as you're out there?
Oh yeah, there were too. We were all watching each other, and I don't know, it was super fun.
You know, everyone has come off and said, wow, this is a lot of work. How are your legs feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm warmed up. I'm ready for another round.
Maybe we should add a Moto 3 next year.
Yeah, I think that would be good for me.
Thank you. Nice job today.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so our third place skater on the podium here is going to be Sarah Didier. Give her a round of applause. You hear? Yes, awesome. All right. Get you. And our second place is Ruth Clements. And our big winner for today, Whitney Post. First place winner.
Oh, Jersey,
Got the confetti cannons in 3. Eric, play around, face the cameras.
Oh, confetti cannons?
Get that jersey on.
Oh, man. Do we want to get a picture first?
Oh, we're ready. We got pictures. We're ready. Let's go. All right, pop that thing. Come on, twist it.
Yeah, we go. Professional. Yeah.
Yeah.